everybody, it's Christine, and today I am up with a new layout for Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L. I'm going to be featuring several of their different adhesives throughout this layout where I'm making a Halloween scene, and you will see me incorporating several of them to make this whole thing come together, including altering the background with some adhesive sheets. So let's go ahead and get started. I am first figuring out kind of the placement of my picture. I am going to cover up the haunted house that came in the middle of this patterned paper from Doodlebug, and I'm going to put my son there instead, but I still want to pull in a lot of the elements from the paper. So you're going to see I'm going to work in the tree and the moon and the stars and clouds, and even the word happy up there is going to, in the end, be a part of my layout. Now, I am starting things off using the Easy Runner Grand and just getting my picture kind of settled, not exactly, but matted and kind of the general idea of where I want it to go. As I build the whole scene, I'm going to determine whether I want the picture to kind of slant or whether I want it straight on there. Now here comes the adhesive sheets. You've seen me do this technique before. Today I'm going to use it to add stars on, and unfortunately my camera stopped recording, so I'm just going to get one for you, which I guess could be fortunate because you don't have to watch the whole thing. But here I just punched out a star from one of the 4x6 adhesive sheets, and then I am just going to put it right onto the background of the layout. And you can see I've already got several on there added on that weren't there previously. And I'm just going to peel the backing up, and then I'm going to add some embossing powder. Now I had yellow embossing powder and I also had this aqua color, and I wanted to use both because they both really are highlighted in my son's Halloween costume there. Then I just tap it off and heat it up, and that is it. I've got a beautiful, unique background added to this already fun patterned paper that makes it really stand out as my own. Now the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add on a hill and really create a scene on this. So I just cut out some green patterned paper from the collection. Didn't use any template or anything, just went for a hill look. And I'm going to add that on there using my Easy Runner Grand. And then I'm going to trim the whole thing down and mount the whole layout onto a different paper. I decided ultimately I felt like the scene was going to get a little bit lost if I didn't have it onto something else. So that's why I opted for this. So I'm just trimming down, taking about 1.5 inches off the entire width and height. And then I'm going to add it to this pretty purple paper, and I'm going to just give it a teeny tiny mat. Really, I'm doing this just to give it a break before I put it onto the busier patterned paper background. You can see it's just a really small 1/4 inch matting. And I'm using my Easy Runner Grand again there to just get it on there nice and quick, easy peasy, and it'll stick really well. Now I'm going to use my Easy Runner Micro to build up my title, and I'm going to use it on the word October, and I'm also going to use it on Halloween. 31st, I'm going to use some foam adhesive because I want it to pop up a little bit. And so what I'm going to use on 31st is actually some of the crafty foam tape, and I'm going to just pull off some little pieces for that and add it. I didn't use the foam adhesive squares because I had just enough space to cover that I felt like the crafty foam tape was a better way to go. Speed things up a little bit, 10 seconds to peel the adhesive off instead of doing it on several or something. I don't know. I love the crafty foam tape. I'm kind of hooked on it lately, and you're probably noticing I'm using it more and more and more. Now, I ultimately have decided that I do want my picture to be centered on that square, and I do want it to be nice and straight. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a little more purple there just to complement the background that I already have going on. And then I'm going to add it on, and I'm going to outline. And once I outline, things are locked in. There's no going back because that marker is permanently on there. So I've outlined it just, again, to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to finish decorating the scene with various stickers and die cut pieces just to bring up a little more playfulness, as well as I felt like the size, I was kind of drowning out some of the elements that were already on the pattern paper. So I did the same elements. I just added bigger pumpkins from the cardstock sticker sheet, and I'm going to add in some additional stars just for a little more color. Could have done this with it the heat embossing, but I didn't have more colors, so that option was out. And then I'm going to add on a bat, and that is pretty much it for today. I am just having fun playing with all these fun Halloween elements. So be sure to check out those adhesives, give that heat embossing technique a try. You can check out all the products linked up down below, and be sure to check out the close-ups over at Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and we will see you again soon with another video.